The current Consumer Price Index reflects expenditure patterns of Namibian citizens in 1993 to 1994 and hence does not mirror the significant shift in patterns that have taken place since then. Therefore, the new basket now includes items such as sportswear, boys and girls suits, power-driven tools, plastic bags for food storage and garbage, motorcycles, driving lessons, and playing grounds, while the items that have been dropped from the basket are goat meat and pens. The Consumer Price Index measures the changes in the cost of goods and services over a certain period. This involves weighing together aggregated prices for different categories of goods and services so that each takes an appropriate share to reflect the budget of the households covered by the index. The survey also provides information on the types of products that consumers typically buy. The rebased index reflects the greater proportion of typical households' expenditure on housing and associated costs, alcoholic beverages and tobacco, recreation, culture, and telecommunication.
We have also seen an increase in health expenditure and a decline in education. Transport remained more or less unchanged. So these are the new weights. Now, we can actually ask these new weights, do they hold? Are they plausible? So the one thing for us is, yes, we do consider economic theory, we do consider conditions out there, but first and foremost, we consider evidence. And the evidence we have is based on household surveys that we undertake.
There have been some significant shift in expenditure patterns over the intervening years, such as the proportion of expenditure on housing, water, gas, and other fuels, which has risen and is seen as generally a good sign.
Maybe this also reflects better housing conditions to some extent. Because if you have better housing, you will spend more on things like water, electricity, gas, and other products. So maybe it's something that when we look at a housing situation in Namibia, we should also take into account this development and see, what has happened to housing over the past 20 years. It's still huge backlogs, but maybe it also signals that some progress were made because now people really spend more on some of these items.
The month-to-month inflation was 0.4% for October compared to 0.3% for September, while the annual inflation declined from 7.1% in October last year to 4.9% in October this year.